When looking for RC products on the web, check out rcdeal.com. This segment is sponsored by rcdeal.com.
Hi, DJ with Offner Racing, going to show you the new RTR kit. It is the ULTRA XL2 1/8 scale RTR buggy. Of course, with a fresh new box and a fresh new look, high downforce body, ultralight wheels, and new fresh rubber tires. We're going to open this up, show you what it's about. Of course, box is fresh, nice and tight. We got 4 wheels and tires in here and a high downforce wing, nylon high downforce wing. Triad tires, like I said, with dish wheels on them. Of course, that is a nice looking tread on there. Almost looks kind of like the Proline caliber. All right, one more tire to go. We got a fuel bottle. Let's pull out that fuel bottle and get that out of here. We have 2.4 radio. Of course, the 2.4 radio itself is new on our lineup for 2011. Of course, it has all the trims you need on that for the radio, throttle and steering. Has a fail-safe set up on there and is already ready to go with the binding already set up for you. So no guesswork, numbers are already matched up. Just put batteries in and go. Of course, braking in the motor is one of your things you need to do, so please read your instruction manual as you're braking in the motor. An RTR igniter to go with that. It's already bagged up. Just put a fresh battery in. Some extra hardware that you need, just in case you lose a screw. The body in the box itself is the new downforce body. Of course, the new downforce body is something new for the ULTRA XL2. A really nice looking body. A lot of people like this concept right now, and it is in the racing scene. So that is one thing that everyone's going to like about this car. No guesswork in trying to find a different type of body for it. This body is already going to have the handling capabilities that you need for the ULTRA XL2. We'll pull the car out. Of course, decals at the very bottom of the box, so make sure that you check everything inside and out of the box. The car itself, without the wheels on it, you're going to see is all laid out, all new, hard-coated pieces, aluminum front and rear. Of course, shock towers are new. That's a nice little upgrade on there. Force 28 engine to go with that, and of course, the new fuel tank on there. It's a 145cc fuel tank integrated and also has body clips in there so you can remove the gas tank when it comes time to cleaning. No more screws to remove. Everything in the fuel line routing is already cleaned up. It's got a really nice feature on that. Of course, you don't have to worry about putting clips in because once you set them in the first time, they're already integrated into the fuel tank. So easy open lid on there, of course, spring loaded, quick action on there. This is a really nice feature to go with the car. The other thing that's coming with the car too is new brakes. New brakes are fiber disc brakes. Of course, they're ultra light. Really nice looking piece on there. And we'll also go with double-sided brake bias. Of course, front and rear brake bias on this car. Really good feature. Of course, RTRs usually come with only one brake bias and you have to adjust everything else with an aluminum adjuster. But this one here, you just spin, rotate front and rear brakes so you can get the brake adjusting that you need for what kind of conditions you want it for. Of course, fresh new servos to go with the RTR kit. They're aluminum case servos on there, so that's a really nice feature. The other thing we're going to look at as I turn the car over to the radio tray section, we're going to look at the new radio tray. The new radio tray is also laid out with some hard-coated aluminum on there, including the new battery box. It is a lower design battery box. It comes from one of our racing car series buggies. Of course, it is battery clipped now and 2 individual compartments, so no more 4 screws to get out and take out and everything. Of course, the switch is here at the bottom, and it's easy to get to and not difficult to get in that area. So, receiver in one compartment, battery in another. Hump pack battery would be a good option to have. Get a little bit more voltage out of your car. The other thing we're going to look at the front of the car, we'll go to the front, and we're going to show you C-hub front suspension along with universal drive shafts. And the biggest plus of the car is going to be the 16mm shocks. Those are the big bore shocks that we put on our race cars, especially all our Hung Nor race vehicles like the Jammin X2, the X2 Truggies. Very competitive shock. It has been in the competitive market for quite some time. A lot of people do like the volume of the shock. It is a perfect setup for people that want to change their cars with more racing competitiveness. Of course, some people go with competitors' cars. They put our shocks on to make these things handle a lot better. Aluminum hubs that go on the car itself, you're going to notice that they're hard-coated for long-lasting wear, of course. The hex nut itself, too, is going to be long-lasting so it doesn't get gouged up. All the aluminum parts are hard-coated in aluminum. Of course, your front plate, your hinge pin holder, your front and rear shock towers, they're all hard-coated, including the shocks themselves, so that the car overall has a nice look. All right? Sway bars are also on front and rear on the car. So we're going to move this car to the side and we're going to show you what the car looks like completely assembled. Alright, so here's your Ultra LX2, of course with the high downforce body on it, already laid out, decaled. Dish wheels, triad tires, high downforce wing, also in the back. Of course, this is a beautiful looking piece right now for 2011. It looks competitive right out of the box. It'll be a nice feature car for an RTR. A lot of people like to see a new look in the design, and that's what we have. We have an Ultra LX2 with all the features of racing detail that is needed. So that's what we got. Ultra LX2, new for 2011.
This show has been sponsored by rcdeal.com. So remember, rcdeal.com for your RC auction and web store needs. It's rcdeal.com.